The study of soil and the animals that live in it takes a BYU biology professor and one of his students all the way to Antarctica to discover how they affect our ecosystem. A day out in the field for Dr. Byron Adams begins with a helicopter. Antarctica may not look like much. It's cold, windy, desolate. The sun only shines for half of the year, and it's the closest thing to Mars on Earth. But for Adams,
and so it's a natural laboratory for doing, so that's why it's the perfect place to do this kind of research.
The kind of research we walk on every day.
We want to know what's going on under our feet, right, in the soil, in the terrestrial ecosystem.
And that's what's brought Adams to Antarctica for more than 10 years. He collects soil samples.
And you scoop the soil, we put it into a polystyrene bag.
In just a small handful like this, there are hundreds of species and thousands to millions of animals. Now Dr. Adams is taking each of these animals to figure out what its role is in our ecosystem.
We do a lot of processing there in Antarctica, but we can't do all of it there.
After extracting animals from the soil, it's shipped back to his lab at BYU.
We ship them in these boxes that look like this. So these are freeze-safe boxes, and you can see they're really well insulated. Yeah, minus 69.
Once they arrive, the microscopic animals are stored in a freezer.
All my undergraduate students have their own boxes of reagents and supplies and stuff that they're working on.
Adams and his students begin thawing the animals and then go to work.
So this is gearing up for the lab. It's a lot different than gearing up for the field.
And different kind of gear.
Opens up the tube, he thaws the tube out gradually, puts it into a little dish, and then he looks at it under that microscope because the animals are really small.
Only to discover that the animals from the harsh Antarctica soil are still alive and active.
I mean, soils do all kinds of stuff for us. They purify our water. It remediates pollution. Soil fertility allows plants to grow so that we can survive and eat and that sort of thing. So
the research may seem long and repetitive, but for Adams, it's worth it.
We don't really have a terrific understanding of how the organisms in the soil do that. Yeah. And so we're trying to crack that.
And that's why BYU graduate Sabrina is in Antarctica now.
Hello, this is Byron.
Hey, Byron, it's Sabrina.
Hey, Sabrina, how's things down there?
Researching, sampling, testing.
We're collecting samples today and tomorrow, and we'll be analyzing them in the lab on Saturday.
And working with Adams to better understand our ecosystem.